Minecraft is an incredibly satisfying game. We've discussed this in previous videos, but as someone who builds a lot of redstone contraptions and who's seen a lot of redstone contraptions in their time, I think it's safe to say that certain builds are just so cool to watch. So today we're going to take a look at 15 of my personal favourites. And I'll be totally honest, I did try my absolute hardest to not start off the video with this one, but I couldn't help myself because, let's be real, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I could watch any form of wave machine I could watch in Minecraft all day long. I mean, whether it's an armor stand wave machine where you get them waving back and forth, whether it's the one that's powered by water, which is totally ridiculous, or if it's this one, which involves a lot of redstone and a lot of slime blocks and piston action and everything like that happening. Whatever it is, I mean, I could just watch this all day. I seriously could. But forget watching, this one involves a little bit of interaction. Now you may be looking at this sort of Hollywood house, that's what I'm going to call it because it's just a house front with no back. You may be looking at this and thinking, what's so special about this thing? We've got ourselves a door with a button. There's absolutely nothing satisfying about going through that. Well, check out this. I made this thing in 2015, I do believe, and I call it the under-over door because it's a door that looks like you go through the door, but actually you go under the floor and pop out back on the surface. Oh, it's brilliant. Do I actually need to say anything here? I feel like this one kind of speaks for itself, to be quite frankly honest with you. I built this just the other day. This is my working AT-AT. I got informed quite a bit down in the comment section that it's not pronounced AT-AT. And I am incredibly proud of it. In fact, to be honest with you, this satisfying redstone builds video could just be 100% filled with slime block machines, because let's face it, they are always just incredible to watch. But I'm not going to do that for the sake of variety. I just thought I'd include this one because, I mean, just look at it. Oh, it's fantastic in all of its leggy glory. Self-building things. Self-building things in real life are very exciting. Self-building things in Minecraft are often ridiculous. And my first ever sort of viral video with redstone was actually a self-building house. So they have a bit of a warm spot in my heart. But this one, constructed by Red Nomster, is totally and utterly ridiculous. Now let's see if this still functions. I mean, it is a tiny bit old. And, holy mackerel, it's also a tiny bit laggy. We are down to maybe 1 frame a second. Oh, things have smoothed up a tiny bit. And there is something happening. But I don't know if it's particularly clear at this point in time what that thing is. Whoa! Okay, we might need to leave this to do its thing. I'll put a link to the original video of this down in the description if you do want to check it out, so that you can see it operating a tiny bit smoother. But staying on the topic of self-building redstone contraptions, this is a self-building redstone contraption which builds a redstone contraption constructed by Opposec, who entered it into my competition for self-building redstone contraptions which build redstone contraptions. Phew! Okay, I think we managed to get through that. Now let's see what it actually looks like. And the answer is spectacular. I think that's the only way that we can describe this, is spectacular. Look at this. So the redstone is actually being pushed in. The actual contraption itself is being constructed in front of our very eyes. This is the wiring which is going to allow us to open and close that 4x4 vault door. Eventually it's going to make its way in. I think we're almost there. Yep, that looks pretty good to me, and if we hit this button, you can see there's the door open, and there's the door closed. Oh, my mind is so blown by this thing, it's totally ridiculous. And this could be even more ridiculous. This is the fastest 8x8 piston door constructed by Spacewalker, and first off, can we just say this is just satisfying to look at? I mean, seriously, this is satisfying to look at. I dream of being able to build redstone contraptions that look like this. Look, I can't even get in there. How would you troubleshoot issues with this thing? I have no clue, but what I do know is that is a fast 8x8 piston door. I mean, just look. What is this madness? I get excited when I build a working 3x3 piston door. And there's people out there building stuff like this. But you know what, can we go one better? I mean, the Duke MC is built something that may not be quite as complicated, and it may not be quite as much of a technical spectacle as something like that 8x8 piston door, but it sure is extremely satisfying to watch. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't actually work in the current version of Minecraft, but as you can see right here, the idea of this door is simple, is that the sand drops out the way, that opens up the door, and then to close it, it actually launches the sand from another location across the sky and into place, and it just gradually reconstructs the piston door. I mean, that is a hilariously cool idea. I absolutely love it. And of course, links to all of these videos can be found down in the description. This is probably less to do with Redstone and more to do with the Redstone++ mod, but come on now. Being able to move chests with pistons in Minecraft should definitely be a thing. I mean, I know you guys in the Bedrock edition of Minecraft have this, and I'm incredibly jealous of it, but Java edition, I mean, that looks great. This system that I constructed over here looks fantastic as well. I mean, hiding chests under the floor, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? Seriously. So this is meant to be a cactus farm, but I built it a couple of years ago, and since then, well, let's just say the game mechanics have changed somewhat. And now vines don't keep up sand blocks, which means that the cactus farm is gradually dismantling itself in front of our very eyes. And you know what? I was going to say that large-scale farms are some of the most satisfying things to watch in Minecraft, but I am 100% of the opinion that watching large-scale farms dismantle themselves is actually far more satisfying than watching them work. I mean, look at this. Check this out. What an incredible thing to witness. Just the towers. Oh, there it was. That was a good one. Now we wait on this one. Is it going to go? That one's just gone. That was beautiful. Come on, this one's got to go anytime now. Oh, wait, look, that is going right the way up to the top. It's got to fall. Yes, there we go. Scaling things back just a tiny bit. Useless machines. Now, useless machines in their standard form are always incredibly satisfying, but useless machines that have 8 different options for destroying the lever, now that just takes it to the next level, doesn't it? Any redstone contraption that has a piston that extends in a way that doesn't look like it should be possible is always a good thing to watch for me. For example, if we hit this button over here, where did that piston get its power from? I mean, it doesn't make much sense, does it? Look, it's floating underneath the blocks, and yet it still gets powered. Another thing that I'll add in that's really nice and satisfying is redstone contraptions that are just really nicely in sync. I mean, look, that drops off the crafting bench. This one grabs it. We've got ourselves a crafting bench on a little plinth, and then when we hit the button again, just look at that. It picks it up, and watch this little swap over. Cool. Another redstone contraption that I couldn't possibly not feature is, of course, the large-scale piston extender. Now, this is a 12 piston extender. I have built a 21 piston extender, but that one takes a little bit long to demonstrate. But just watch the retraction of this. So here goes. All of the pistons will gradually retract, and then we get this just gorgeous caterpillar piston style retraction, where this block gradually makes its way back over to there. God, I got a little bit scared then. Speaking of being scared, a common feature in scary movies is the hidden staircase. I'm quite proud of that little segue between the clips there. Anyway, this is my spiraled hidden staircase. If we flick the lever right here, you'll see that just watching this thing fold itself away is pretty satisfying, but what's more satisfying is watching it appear. Just flick the lever, the blocks drop out, everything moves out the way, and then we have ourselves a little staircase that we can pop down through and do some spooky things like, well, fall through the bottom and travel down to the void. Most of the redstone contraptions featured in today's video so far have been relatively big, so I thought I would scale things back a little bit for number 14 and take a look at this thing. Now this may look like nothing. I mean, seriously, it doesn't look like a redstone contraption, does it? But if we just take a look at me right now, I am completely naked. If we stand on this block, hit this button, I am clothed. There's something beautiful about that. In fact, I've always said it, I want one of these in my house. And finally, for the most satisfying redstone contraption of today's video, the last one, the one that you've all been waiting for, it's the redstone contraption that works the first time you test it. I mean, I cannot get over the satisfaction that just floods over me when I see something work the first time that I flick that lever or hit that button. It's absolutely beautiful. And on that note, I think it's time to end. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and Grian's cat mini documentary is coming to the filming channel soon, so keep your peepers peeled.